Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to do a tutorial on a Halloween card, and like I said on my last video, I don't have any Halloween stash, but I wanted to use what I have and use them and create Halloween projects with what I've already got. So I decided to pull out a couple more dies that were sent to me by Tonic, and this particular one is actually quite new to the Tonic family, and it's the Best Wishes sentiment die set, and I absolutely love this wreath. So it comes with the top decorative layer, and it's also got a base layer, and the nice thing is you can actually snip into the words and just cut them away, and just you're left with just a wreath. And that's what I've done for my Halloween card, and it's a really nice size. The size is just there. So I've used this, and I've also used this die set, which is the Devoted Doily. And there's 5 die pieces actually in this, and I've used this circular piece here which cuts into the die, and it just fit really well within this wreath. So I'm going to show you what I've cut out, and I'm going to create a card with you. So these are the bits and pieces that I've cut out using the dies. So I've got a base layer which I've used some purple card that I had left over from my last project, and you're not going to see all the bits and pieces that are wrinkled up on the side, so this is just going to layer and be the shadow of this orange layer that I've cut out. And this is the base. This solid piece here is the base of the wreath die, and all I've done is I've cut a shadow die using the shadow piece, and I've put this circular piece on the orange one, and I've just cut it through, and it just cut out the decorative element for me, which was really nice. I've also cut out the wreath itself without the shadow layer, which looks like this, and the words were attached in the middle, and I've just snipped them away, and it's left me with this really pretty black roses wreath, which looks really adorable. So these are my layers that I've cut, and here are my card layers and bases. So I'm going to do a 5.5 by 4.5 card, and it's going to be a top folding card. And for this, for my layers, I've used this paper pad which I've had for God knows how long, and it's a gorgeous girl paper pad, and just trying to work out what this one's called. It doesn't have a name. But anyway, this is a 6x6 card, and it just had some lovely dark tones which I thought could be really nice for Halloween theme. So I've cut my layers, and I'm going to start assembling them, and I've gone round and I've distressed the edges with this artistry ink, and it's the Indian Jamund colour, and it's a really beautiful purple shade. So I've just gone round, and I'll show you what I've done. I'll do it on this one. So I'm going to get this put down. I'm just going to use some wet glue because I don't want the first layer to be two-dimensional as the other layers will be. And it's just about creating your layers and using the colours that mean Halloween to you. So to me, it's the oranges and the purples with the black and a bit of that green. Going to put this down here. Then I want this orange one here, and this is going to be a layer for this one. So I just want to catch the edges with this ink. So I'm just going to get my ink pad, and I'm going to use one of these sponges, and I'm just going to catch the edges. And I'm not using black this time, I am using the purple. And you're not going to see a lot of the purple come through, but at least it is a hint of purple. And you're not going to see a lot of the inside because this is just a matte for my layer that I've cut here. Just going to catch a bit of this, and then this bit is going to sit on here like that. So let's get this put on. And then the orange one is going to be laid on some foam. And just going to put some foam pad behind here. And you can use whatever method. I mean, some people have seen, I've done it myself actually, use you know, packaging, you know, like cardboard packaging, just to add a section on the back to give yourself a layer, but I'm just going to do it with my foam pad. And this one is actually really easy to tear, and I think I got this one from the works. And this is gonna, just trying to see which way I want it. That's just gonna sit here like so, and that looks quite spooky already actually. And then I've already cut another one of my wreaths in this green colour, and I've cut it in half, and I can still see some bits that I need to poke out. So I mean, they cut really well, but this is like a cardstock weight, and it's just left just a couple of pieces behind, which I'm just gonna take out. Which is easy to do anyway. I don't know why it is, every time I start a video my voice goes. Okay, so last few tiny little pieces left here. And just a bit of, there you go. So really easy to do. And then I want these kind of just staggered on the side, and for that I'm just going to use some glue. And this is a very easy way of just putting some glue down on some intricate bits. So on the edge and just a bit. So I want it overhanging off the edge here, and I want it quite symmetrical, so let's get this on. And then I'm going to do the same here. Put the glue on and then stick it down. Like that. That's how that's looking. And then on to, I'm going to put this aside for a second, and I'm going to work on my main topper section. So you just need to match it up, and I can see that this bit matches here, so I'm going to put some glue on here, and I'm going to match that up to this section here, and that's given me a really nice purple shadow with that detail coming through. And you can see the colour behind it obviously because this is cut through. And then I'm gonna put this layer on the top, so I'm gonna again put my glue down. Just find this so much easier than just going around the actual die with glue. If you've got a sticker maker, that's even better because you can just put these through your sticker maker and get your adhesive on the back, or if you've got adhesive sheets. Okay, so I think let's just have a little look. Yeah, just there, and I'm gonna just stick that down like so. Oh my gosh, that looks really good. Almost looks like a nighttime wreath. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with this ink and just catch the edges of that. I don't want it too dark because I do want that orange kind of peeking through a lot. So just going to catch the edges just like that. And because it's not a black ink, it's not too harsh. Just catch the edges like so. And you can see that looks a bit more intense and a bit more deep than it did before. So let's put the ink aside. And I want this cropped up a bit. So let's have a look which way I want it. I want it probably here. So again, foam pads at the ready. And this will just stand proud in the middle, where I will be putting my sentiment. So get these backings off. And get this put down. So again, I want it quite central. I think I want it just there, like that. That looks really good. And what I've already done as well, I've punched out 2 circles, one in purple. In fact, I didn't punch out the black one. I stuck this down, held it down, and I just cut a rough circle around the purple one, and I've distressed it a bit, so I ended up with something like this. And what I've done to this piece is then I've added the purple, and I just freehand wrote Trick or Treat, and I'm going to stick this down. So that's going to go in the middle here, and I think I want a bit of foam pad on the back of that. So that is going to sit in the middle of my card. And to write this, I used my white Uniball pen again, which is a great pen to write on dark card with. Okay, and then this is going to go in the middle, like that. Trick or treat. And then I wanted a bit of embellishing going on, so I got a couple of these metal pieces, and they come like this, just normal metal embellishment pieces, and I've covered it in gesso, and I've rubbed a bit of black ink on it, just lightly, to give me this like a dirty white look. And these are metal, you can see the back of them. And I wanted to add them in the corners here, and I think it just finishes off the corners, so I think I want one here, maybe one here. Let's have a look. Or do I want them both down here? So you can play around with the embellishments and see how you want them. So I think I'm going to have them like that, and for this I'm just going to use some hot glue. And I'm just going to add a tiny amount to the back of this, because I don't want any messy glue peeking out. And I'm just going to lift this slightly and just stick this under there, like that. And then I'm going to do the same on the other corner. Glue, lift this up slightly, and then put this in the corner, like so. And I think that looks really good. Okay, that looks really, really good. And then finally, I pulled out the Vintage Nouveau drops, and I found this really beautiful green. It's like it's called Pioneer Green, and it's got this sagey green colour to it, and I absolutely love it. So I thought I'm going to use this as well, and maybe just add some dots, probably on the top, because I've got these embellishments on the bottom. So I'm gonna just add one here, one here, and I think that should be enough. Just adds a bit of that greenness, and it's almost like it's holding that card in place like brads. So I think that is my card all done. So again, a Halloween themed card which says trick or treat, using things from my stash, no Halloween embellishments or products, just things from my stash, and just some dies which I've used to layer as the focal point. And the colours, to me, these are just Halloween colours. So just pull out all the colours you've got that is, you know, to you is Halloween themed colours, and just play with them and lay them up and see what you can create. So that is my card for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Check out all the links below. I'm going to put the links to where you can find these, or at least look at these in a bit more detail. I'll put those below, and also check out my blog as well. So that's it for now. Take care, and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye.